Welcome back to the Adjutant. Today we're breaking down the DEERS program, the Defense Enrollment Eligibility Reporting System. Now, whether you're active duty, a retiree, National Guard, or Reserve, or dependent, DEERS is the gateway to your military benefits, health care, ID cards, Tricare, and none of it works if DEERS isn't right. In the next 10 minutes, I'll walk you through what DEERS is, how to enroll, how to update your information, and the common mistakes that cause your benefits to stop and at the worst times. And you definitely don't want to have that happen, particularly if you're trying to get things taken care of and you need your ID card and your DEERS systems updated. So let's go ahead and let's dive right on in and let's learn about the DEERS program, the Defense Enrollment Eligibility Reporting System. Welcome back to the Adjutant. Today we're breaking down the DEERS program, the Defense Enrollment Eligibility Reporting System. Whether you're active duty, a retiree, National Guard or Reserve, or dependent, DEERS is the gateway to your military benefits, health care, ID cards, Tricare. None of it works if DEERS isn't right. In the next 10 minutes, I'll walk you through what DEERS is, how to enroll, how to update your information, and the common mistakes that cause your benefits to stop and at the worst times. Now, what is DEERS? DEERS is the database the Department of Defense uses to verify your eligibility for military benefits. Think of it as an official record of who you are, what your status is, and who your dependents are. If it's not in DEERS, the system assumes it doesn't exist. That's why every military member, every retiree, and every dependent must be properly enrolled. Now, who must be enrolled, you might ask? Well, active duty and reserve, National Guard personnel, retirees, spouses, children, stepchildren, Medal of Honor recipients, and DoD civilians under limited programs. DEERS enrollment isn't optional, it's mandatory. If you serve, you're in. Your dependents depend on you doing your part correctly. Missing documents, outdated statuses, or incorrect addresses can shut down access to medical appointments, Tricare, or even access to base. Now, why does this matter? Well, there's some important required information and things that are needed and will only happen if you're enrolled in DEERS. So you need enrollment for Tricare eligibility determination, ID card issuance, base access, commissary and exchange privileges. Remember, incorrect info equals denied benefits. So enrollment begins with paperwork. DEERS requires original or certified documents. If your documents aren't legit, enrollment just doesn't happen. And without enrollment, benefits aren't activated. Now, documents needed for enrollment into DEERS. For the spouse, you need your marriage certificate, social security number, 2 forms of ID. For children, you need birth certificates, social security numbers. And for adoption, court decrees. How to enroll. You want to gather your documents, schedule appointments via Rapids, visit DEERS or ID card office in person, and you want to verify accuracy and that you have your documents before leaving the home and then once you leave the office. With regard to the Rapids ID card office, walk-ins are possible on some bases, but appointments save hours. And remember, bring your documents and valid ID. You also want to make sure to update your DEERS information after a marriage or divorce, adoption, change of address, activation orders, retirement. There's an online portal that you can check, and that's MilConnect. And MilConnect, you can view your DEERS records, update your contact info, confirm your Tricare eligibility, and manage dependent info. Now, common problems to watch out for when updating your DEERS records, and that's misspelled names, expired ID cards, missing dependent documents, aged out dependents, and reserve status not being updated. And quick fixes can be handled through MilConnect. You want to make sure you bring your documents for dependent changes. You can recheck your Tricare after updates, and you want to do this annually. Now, there are certain benefits that are controlled by DEERS, and this is another reason why you want to always make sure it's updated. Because without this, there's no access to Tricare or ID cards, or base access, pharmacy, or commissary exchange. So DEERS, as you can see, is very important. Some final tips. When dealing with DEERS, you want to make sure that you update your information immediately after life changes. You want to keep copies of all your documents, confirm every update that was saved, and never assume the system fixes itself. Remember, if you don't do this, if you allow your ID card to lapse, that'll be a problem for you entering in on various having base access. Incorrect spelling of name, unreported divorces, children turning 21 or 23 if they're in college. Most DEERS issues are simple. Somebody just forgot to update something. Now, the system won't guess. It only knows what you tell it. A misspelled last name or an expired ID can shut down Tricare until it's fixed. Remember, DEERS is the backbone of your benefits. Your ID card pulls data from DEERS. Tricare checks DEERS before approving anything. Commissary, exchange, MWR benefits, the same thing. When DEERS is right, everything works smoothly. So just remember, you want to check your DEERS every 12 months, update immediately after major life changes or events, keep a digital copy of documents, and never assume the system corrected itself. DEERS only works as well as the information you give it. Keep it updated, keep documents ready, and make sure dependents are taken care of. So as you can see, the DEERS program is very important and critical to ensuring that you take care of your family and yourself for that matter. And you want to make sure that everything is up to par, up to date. If you found this information helpful, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to find out more information on things dealing with the military, go ahead and leave that question down below. Also, I am offering a free bullet point checklist, if you will, of everything that you want to take with you or consider taking with you if you want to update your DEERS. Just go ahead and comment DEERS program in the comment section, and I will send you a PDF on some tips to keep in mind. So, I'm the Adjutant. Until next time, I wish you all blessings and blessings. Shalom.